those who live by the crystal ball will soon eat its shattered glass. Now here are my 2020 predictions. This time of year when all the real estate experts come out to give us their predictions, look into their crystal ball of what's to come. So what are my 2020 predictions? Well, let's take a peek backwards. Last year, the so-called experts were predicting that interest rates would creep up and maybe even crest over 6% for a 30-year fixed mortgage. When in reality, although we did sneak up to that 5% mark for a very, very short amount of time, we spent the majority of the year in the low 4s and even high 3% range, depending on somebody's debt to income, their credit score, and factors such as that. Now, what are they saying for 2020? These same people are saying that interest rates will now stay about the same, but yet there's this big, dark, ugly cloud of a recession that is on its way. Now, here are my 2020 predictions. Number one, interest rates truly are at an all-time low. They have been for quite some time. We've become spoiled to these rates. I remember when I bought my first home at the age of 21, interest rates were 8.25%. Then when I was in the industry and we went down below 6%, do you guys remember that? We went below 6%, which today would seem astronomically high. But just a few short years ago when this happened, we were all ecstatic. Oh my God. Here's what I will say. There's more margin for us to go up than there is down. Number two, we are still behind on housing. Inventory rates are low. You guys have seen this in most markets across the country and here in Bellingham and Whatcom County. People are saying, oh, it can't continue. But here's the thing. We all forget about that Great Recession, 2008 to 2012. For the most part, there was very little new construction built anywhere across this country. That is something that we are still playing catch up on right now and will continue to do so. Number three, the big, bad, dark recession. It's coming. It's looming. When's it going to happen? Next week, next month, next year, 5 years from now? Nobody knows. But here's what we do know. It is inevitable. It is natural. But it's nothing to fear. See, if you look at it like the pruning of a tree, we need to prune back to allow for future growth and expansion. Now, we are a little gun shy from that period of time that we now refer to as the Great Recession, that people parallel to the Great Depression. And that was a bit of an anomaly. There's opportunity in every market. I would encourage you not to play the what-if game. What if rarely works, rarely comes to fruition, and when it does, you're behind the boat. So create strategies, look for the opportunities in today's market. 2008 to 2012, huge opportunity. The opportunity then was in pricing and more inventory. Today, not so much on the inventory, but we have a great opportunity with the interest rate. So plan your strategy according to what you know and what we have available in front of us. I'd like to end my 2020 predictions with a quote. The future is like a corridor. We can see down it only by the light that comes from behind us. Know your historics, have a strategy and a plan in place based on what you know today. Don't be scared of the future. Have a fantastic 2020. I'm Sean Hackney with Next Home Northwest Living, and I'm here for any of your real estate needs or to answer any of your questions. Have a fantastic year.